Hi, Valerie here from A Stitch in Life. The girls are playing down here. No fighting, please. Okay, so I found some stuff that I have cut out a long time ago and never sewed, so I am now looking at that stuff. It's kind of exciting. I have these cool monsters that I cut out of random fur. I know, I see. I'll have to fix his mouth. There's not much there. There's that one, because I had just scraps of fur, fake fur. They're fake fur that somebody had given me. And then I have, ooh, baby, oh my gosh, cut out some, Wolfie, wait, not right now, sweetie. Hold on a second. Look at this. Here's another one. The other pieces. Okay, they were popping some bubbles from the package. Anyways, here's the third one. I only cut out 3, it looks like. But I'm gonna sew it for them. Sewing with fake fur can be kind of tricky. It gets all over you, and it's right now, it is all over me. But it's also forgiving because of the fur. You can't, the fuzziness of it, you can't really see all the imperfections in your sewing, or so that's good too. This one I showed you, that one is done. No, Violet. And then let's see, this one just needs something else on its mouth, I think. It doesn't quite feel like it's finished.
You not want it?
Looks like he's got an attitude. Anyways, so I'm gonna sew those now. Okay, this one seems a little bit difficult just because it's super fuzzy. I gotta make sure I have room and it doesn't go into the seam. Although this is the salvage edge right here, so I can just top stitch it here so it makes it look like he has hair. So I'm gonna try and do that. So I'm positioning it, pushing down the hair so it's gonna lay right. This is the hard part of doing it. When cutting out these pieces too, they're not always perfect. Like these ones I did pretty much equal, but these are not. There's like chunks taken out and stuff. And that's the beauty of making monsters. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? And these are gonna be made into pillows to go in the bed, on the kids' bed. Okay, so now it should stay in place while I open it up so I can pin it and keep it there. There we go. And you could also do like a baste on here to keep it in place. I think I'm going to hand sew it, because if you sew it on the machine, it's going to really squish down the fabric and just create a weird, like balloony, puffy creation, and that's not what I'm going for. So make sure enough tooth is tucked under there so that it won't pop out after it's sewn on. See, like that. And I don't necessarily have to go on the teeth, like that could be loose, but since this is for my kids, my little kids, I am going to sew it down because they'll just pick at it until it comes apart, you know. You know how kids are. Oh yeah. So I have all these embroidery flosses. There's different pinks there. This one has purples in it, yellow, and then white. So I guess I'll start with the white. And then I'm gonna go on the eyes. And this felt is kind of a thicker, stiffer felt. So let's not do that one. I'm gonna do this one here. So when using embroidery floss, let's take off the sticker things here. Oh, I guess they are stickers. Sometimes they're just cardboard. I mean, just paper. Ugh. You don't want to use it how it is because it's very thick. So let's find the beginning. I saw it over here. Here we go. Now you just use as much as you would when you're hand sewing. Cut it. And then there should be 6 strands here. So you, so you separate it into, you do 2 strands and just pull it. Apart. Yeah, and then you save the others for your next one. Then I'm gonna do a knot. Okay, now I use a thimble and I sew, hand sew. So I'm gonna do an X on here. It is pizza, cool. I'm hiding the knot underneath the purple. Just a minute. And I'm gonna go all the way through, I think. So the other side, kind of guess where the other, I can feel where I want it to be. Just a minute, sweetie.
This is so funny.
Is it? And then I'm gonna do like that. I'm not gonna pull it so tight where it makes it, see, it's just a little X there. I'm gonna go over it a couple more times. I could see where I had sewn before. There we go. Obviously not doing the one that I just did, but doing the first X part. And then the second. It doesn't really matter what it looks like on the inside. I try to make my stitches look pretty on the inside, but for this, we're gonna be sewing it closed, so you will never see the inside. See? And I'm gonna do that to the other eye. So I switched to purple. I'm actually gonna take this eye off. Or I can't take it off completely, but I just meant from the fuzzy part. And I'm just going to sew the purple to the white so that it doesn't squish it down and make like this bubble thing. I don't like that. So, and obviously this purple isn't dark enough, but it's okay. It looks good still, I think. So I'm just gonna do a running stitch on here, trying to keep it the same amount spaced out. Like that. So you could see it, but it's not totally really super noticeable as the decoration of it. Let's see. I'm gonna finish this one and this one, and So I sewed all 4 sides. Oh, actually, I only needed to sew 3. Oh no, sorry, 2 sides, because this one was a fold. But see what happens? All the fur is on the inside. So what I'm gonna do, actually, is you could take tweezers too, but I'm just gonna take the safety pin and go along and pick out all of the fur and get it out of the seam so you don't see it like that anymore. Okay, so we're all finished with the face. Look at that. It's so cute. And you can see that actually the fur goes kind of, well, it goes in that direction up there. It really doesn't matter, especially if it's kind of all over the place face. It's not perfect. I think it turned out really cute. My daughter loves it. So the top here is actually the selvage, and I wanted it to be like that. Well, when I figured that out, because I'm gonna just stab stitch it because I like how the hair just kind of sticks up crazy there. You could also add another piece to make the hair stick up like this here too. You could use felt pieces or other fake fur, but I think I'm gonna keep it how it is. So to stuff it, I buy the big bag of stuffing from Joann's, and when you do buy it, I actually put it in this thing. I think this is for a sleeping bag or something. Anyways, it has a zipper here that I can just keep using it. I've had this since I've taught sewing lessons. Anyways, it comes also with a chopstick, which you're gonna need to get it down in the corners. Maybe not so much for this pillow, but for some projects that have arms, like if you make dolls or something like that, you will need a stick for sure to poke it down in the very corners. So that's what I do. I am putting it, I'm stuffing it in there, but I'm pushing it down all the way down to the corners first, and then I'll fill the other ends, because if you don't do that, then it ends up having floppy corners, and it's hard sometimes to get it pushed down all the way down there. It's not going to take a lot, I think, to fill this one. Yeah, just depends on how fluffy you want it to be. This is going to be just like a decorative pillow for her bed, almost like a little stuffed animal. It's a pillow shape. My daughter got a new bunk bed and she's sleeping on the top, and we got her a canopy over it, and sometimes she tells me she's scared, which it's just because it's a new bed, you know. She seems to go to bed fine. She likes to have all of her stuffies and some books up there. It's like her own little hideaway. But I thought that this little monster would make her feel good. So I'm gonna stuff it a little bit more here in the corners, kind of pull here. So just kind of pulling this stuffing apart a little bit so it will lay in here better and it won't be all clumped up. And you want to have some room on the top for when you pin it closed. So I'm going to pin it closed, and I'm using my straight pins that have colored heads because it's furry. You won't be able to necessarily see it as easy. So the little balls on the top help. Okay, cute. And it's okay if it's not like super stuffed all the way because it is pretty fluffy. See, it's already kind of floppy down there. I'm gonna have to push some more down there. There we go. Now I can add some here since I got it pinned right there. You can see how fluffy that, and always start kind of with a little bit at a time because it is more even throughout instead of just having like a big clump and a big clump. I've heard people recycling old stuffed animals. I used to have this friend who would make stuffies and sell them, and she would recycle old stuffed animals and wash them and whatnot and then take out the stuffing. I didn't do that because it just created a lot of lint for me and a lot of allergy issues, but it seemed to work for her. I'd rather just buy it from Joann's because it's not that much to buy it. I think she just wanted to have like the recycling part of it was part of what she did. Okay. See, it kind of makes his face look a little bit different. And it's stuffed down there, stuffed in the middle. It's cute. Now I'm just gonna stab stitch across the top and he'll be done. I'll probably trim some of this hair so it doesn't go over in his eyes like that so much. Cute. There he is. Isn't he cute? You know, I could even put like a bow right here. Oh, where'd that bow go? Here it is. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, she's gonna love it so much. I think I will put that bow there. It kind of makes it look like Miss Pac-Man or something. So yeah, I have several different stuffies that I have to make like this, and they are just out of scraps that people have given me, and they're big enough to do like a rectangle. You could even do a circle. I mean, anything that you have. You could even do little ones. But I like the fur because it's very forgiving. It's so fuzzy. You don't see like all the stitches on there. If I wanted to stab stitch it all crazy, you know, you wouldn't really see it. I did it nicely on the felt though, because that you do see. Anyways, they're fun to make. They're fun to give away for gifts too. I've given some of my nieces and my nephews them for Christmas before, and they've loved them. So yeah, just have fun. Scraps are always useful in many projects. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you later. Bye.